I'm Paul Levinson, and welcome to Light On, Light Through, episode 138, Report on the 2020 Democratic National Convention, Day 1. Well, given the importance of the upcoming presidential election here in the United States, many people have said it's the most important election in our lifetimes, and I agree. I thought the least I could do was provide you with a daily commentary after each evening of the 2020 Democratic National Convention, which began this evening. Now, it's important to note that this is the first virtual convention ever held, and I thought the first night was truly effective. Not only because of what the well-known speakers said, which was passionate and true and very effective, but also because of several speakers I don't recall seeing before at any national political convention. Probably the best of these not yet famous people, certainly what moved me the most, was what Kristen Urquiza said. Her father, a Trump supporter, died of COVID. His only precondition, Ms. Urquiza said, quote, was that he trusted Donald Trump, unquote. Now that statement not only rings true to the soul, but it shows that Ms. Urquiza has a future in the political world if she wants that. Now to some of the people we already knew. I thought Bernie Sanders gave the best speech of his life tonight. He spoke plain truth to his millions of supporters, which I have to say didn't include me. But every word he said made eminent sense tonight. His confessions of a progressive, his confessions about why he was supporting Joe Biden for president, should be a handbook for every rational person who supported Bernie Sanders. In a phrase, they explained the dangers of Trump, which of course we already know, but also how Biden's positions take important steps towards what Sanders wants, most importantly, universal health care. I hope those points become known and are believed by every progressive. I thought the Republicans not supporting Trump were convincing, but for some reason, even more so, Biden's rivals in the Democratic primaries, such as Bernie. The more moderate Amy Klobuchar also continues to impress as one of the most sensible thinkers and speakers in America. Andrew Cuomo didn't run for president this year, but his dealing with the COVID pandemic in New York State. We now have just a 1% infection rate in this state after starting out as the most infected state in the country. Was just masterful, including his daily briefings, which I said at the time were akin to FDR's fireside chats during the Great Depression. Andrew Cuomo's speech tonight followed in that tradition. And then there's Michelle Obama. She already ascended to being far more than a former First Lady, but tonight she hit new heights of passion, compassion, and just clear, common, undeniable sense. Her speech was a pleasure and an inspiration to hear, and I hope that it gets everyone who voted for Barack to vote for Biden this time around. Her plea that we should vote as if our lives depended on it was never more true. So, I thought the move from physical to virtual convention didn't hurt the convention at all tonight, at least not to someone like me who has viewed every other convention not in person but on television, which is what I did tonight. And in some important ways, such as seeing the people all over America in so many different milieus, I thought the convention tonight was even better. And I'll be back here tomorrow night with some thoughts on what tomorrow's segment of the 2020 Democratic National Convention brings.
The Light on Light Through podcast.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that assessment of the beginning of the 2020 Democratic National Convention. I will be back here tomorrow night with my thoughts on day 2. In the meantime, enjoy.
Athens, 2042 AD. She ripped the paper in half, then ripped the halves, then ripped what was left again into bits and pieces of history that could have been. Sierra Waters had read once that, years ago, it was thought that men made love for the thrill, while women made love for the sense of connection it gave them.
Curled Up with a Good Book says, Sierra Waters is sexy as hell. You can find out more about The Plot to Save Socrates by Paul Levinson at theplot2savesocrates.com.
Paul Levinson Silk Code about an ancient biotech war raging on in secret for centuries.